Yeah, we're back again with the sword conversation. Now, I actually want to tag Sword Arts or any other sword martial art YouTubers that are out here because I actually thought of something. So I posted a video, a short yesterday called "The Way of the Shinobi," where I was basically dressing up. I dressed up as a samurai, and I actually kind of tested out the full length of having the outfit and some armor pieces along with sheathing my katana on my back. And it was actually pretty smooth using the techniques that I talked about in my video yesterday of how to unsheath and sheath a katana. But the thing about it is that later I used a wakizashi that I actually have, and it changed because I'm actually considering, would it be more practical to use a wagazashi, to sheath a wagazashi on your back? Now, of course, traditionally, samurai will wear their wagazashi on their hip along with their tanto. I think the tanto was on the right hip, while the katana and the wagazashi was on their left. But traditionally, it was wielded on the hip. But could it be wielded on the shoulders and be more practical? Why I say this is because if you wear a wakizashi on your shoulder, the problem of having to grab the blade to unsheath it doesn't become a problem anymore. You can just unsheath it like they depict you can do with any other longer sword, but you can't do it with a katana. But since a wakizashi is shorter, you can. And mixed with my idea of how to sheath it back, that would technically specify, because I had a commenter on my short yesterday. They said, of course, that it was impractical, and I guess they didn't watch the video that I had posted before. I was just indulging in the whole fantasy thing and just doing it for fun. But the thing about it is that what's often depicted in media and video games like Ghost of Tsushima and even Ghost of Tsushima is the idea of switching weapons mid-battle. Historically, warriors didn't do that. Samurai didn't do that. Knights didn't do that. If you have a weapon, you're sticking to that weapon and you're not switching to another weapon unless your current weapon has either broke or you dropped it or lost it or somehow. But you're sticking to a weapon. So the whole thing of I pull out my katana, I put it back mid-battle and pull out my wakizashi, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. You're not sheathing your weapon back unless the fight is over. Unless the fight is over. So I'm wondering, would it be more practical to wield a wakizashi on your back? In terms of, think about it like this. You have a full-length katana on your hip, of course. Okay, you have a full-length katana on your hip. Okay, I pull out my katana. Good. I may lose it or something. I unsheathe my wakizashi. Because historically, the wakizashi was used for either it was primarily used for either dual wielding, a wakizashi in the left hand and a katana in the right, or used for battle with a katana in close rooms. Like if you're in a small room, they would switch to a wakizashi. So is that I asked that question. Do the more professional people think that would actually be practical? Y'all send this to Sword Arts in some way, and that's a genuine question I'm asking. Would that theoretically be more practical? Or we could even talk about the possible scenario of a full-length katana with another full-length katana on your hip. I lose the full-length katana on my hip, I pull out the one on my back. Or even better, I pull out the one on my back at the beginning of the fight. If I lose that, I switch to the one on my hip. Hey. We're just guessing. We're just having fun with this over here. Okay, we all love swords and we all love doing this. So we're all just guessing over here. We're all just having fun. Peace.